Code white, 2 southeast. Code white, 2 southeast.
I was alone with the cleaning lady multiple times.
Really?
Because, yeah, no.
No, not in that way.
You call 911 because you slipped and fell in the shower and then you've got something inserted inside your rectum, sweetie. It doesn't work that easily. Sorry.
It does not.
It doesn't.
Not.
With enough force, anything is possible.
Oh,
Your poop has so much bacteria.
oh. I was the younger medic. I got
So
Let's go, rookie.
this woman looks me in the eye, okay? Looks me in the eye and says, "Oh, honey, you're too big to be a crackhead."
I was also extremely discouraged when I reached out and was pretty much shunned.
Yeah.
You were shunned by your, coworkers?
Some, not all.
I don't know if it's the same way in in your field of work, but in the Army, there's a lot of trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is for us as well.
And the ones that need it the most, the ones that are most vulnerable to this, in my opinion, is first responders, military, and veterans. Obviously, it can happen to anyone. Okay,
Yes.
I'm not saying, but these are the people who are exposed to the most traumatic thing you could ever imagine in your life.
To hear that someone say that to me after knowing me for 10 years, that the fires finally left me, that broke me. That broke me.
That's not the right words at all.
No. But my passion was gone. My love was gone. My compassion,
You
I
didn't have
loved
a
my
break.
job until I didn't. I broke.
Yeah.
You broke.
I broke.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to Grippy Sock Talk. I have Jen, my co-host,
Hey.
and we have a guest today, which is my husband, Steven.
Hi.
Hey! Glad to have you back. You are on episode 1 and now episode 8.
Hey.
Yay.
So I'm going to start with the first story. All right, so this has two stories. One, we're kind of all used to it now, but dude getting a from the cleaning lady. Surprise, surprise. It's more the second story. Ooh, okay. I've been a mental health nurse for 2 years, but worked on the ward for 2 years as a healthcare assistant in the UK. And boy, have I got some stories for you. But one that takes the gold for me would be going to supervise a patient who was in seclusion, an area where the patients are taken and locked in where they are so high risk to others they can't be around other people. In this case, this lady was experiencing mania/psychosis. She was very chaotic, loud, pacing and banging on the small window. She laid on her back with her legs open, took a large followed by a loud scream, grabbed the literal log of and began using it as a... Safe to say, her notes will be an interesting read for future healthcare professional. And yes, I'm scarred for life.
What? What the fuck?
Do we need a moment?
I don't know where to start with this.
You know the
Oh no.
the dictionary with all the weird names for acts or whatever? There is one where you put a turd in the freezer and use it as a...
What? No.
Yes, there is. I can't for the life of...
Rule 34?
No, Rule 34 is if you can think about it, it's a thing.
Who thought about putting...
I can't remember the
That's
name of
an
the
actual
dictionary.
thing?
It's like
It's a
like a web dictionary with like the rusty trombone. That's one of them.
Yeah.
What is? I don't even.
I'll tell you after the video.
Okay.
You're gonna be like, nope.
So, okay. Hold up.
I know.
This patient took a massive crap
Yep.
and then proceeded to take her own feces and use it as a
Toy.
toy.
What do you do?
How? It had.
Well, she was screaming while she was taking a poop.
So does
So
that?
it must have been a really hard one.
I was gonna say it would have to be hard because if it's soft, it wouldn't work. It's like any really.
But like as a psych nurse, tech, or whatever, whoever's there, you would have to run. Like, what do you?
What?
You have to walk in the room and be like, no. Do you have to take it out?
You would have to. Yes, because it's A, unsanitary, and B, gross on so many levels. Like,
Can you imagine charting this?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can, because I can see it actually in my head right now what I would write, and it would be awesome.
It would be like, I need to take a picture of this and put it on my wall.
Patient took massive crap and then proceeded to use a log of own feces as a. That's exactly what you would write.
Imagine presenting this to the doctor. Like,
I mean, okay. So I've taken patients to the hospital with things inserted inside of them and had to present that to the doctor on numerous occasions. So this would be a first for feces, but
yeah, I hear a lot of stories of people falling onto objects.
they fall on a lot of objects.
Oh, I'm in the shower.
Multiple sometimes at once.
I slipped and I fell on my bottle of shampoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On a lot of things that
Just
are.
be honest, okay? Be honest. Even if you lie, we know you're lying, okay?
Well, come on. Like, you
But
call 911 because you slipped and fell in the shower and then you've got something inserted inside your rectum, sweetie. It doesn't work that easily. Sorry.
It does
Like,
not.
It doesn't.
Not.
With enough force, anything is possible.
Okay. Oh my god.
No, not the things I've seen on X-rays just scrolling on TikTok, and I'm like, how did that get in there?
How did that get in there? That is the question of the day, most days at a hospital.
Right? But this is when I read that, I was like, is this someone trolling? Is this a real story? But then I'm like, actually, if you can sum up like psych ward, it would be and fight. So
I mean,
and
arts and crafts.
and arts and crafts. So I mean,
But like,
it's possible.
can I also touch on the guy getting the BJ from the cleaning lady?
Yes, we can definitely get that.
Let's just like briefly touch on that. What? The cleaning lady? The pay is a
What's wrong with that?
not a thing if she's not the cleaning lady, not working.
Not in
the
a
building
hospital
where this person is a patient.
I know a guy that,
I'm not
did
saying I don't
things
know
with
people.
the cleaning lady.
I'm just saying it's wrong.
at work.
I don't know if it was at work, but,
See?
people meet, job sites and whatnot, and, they mingle.
Okay, so if coworkers fall in love or just want to have adult time, fine. This is a patient. Well, I'm assuming it's a patient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
thought
way
it
the
was.
story was so super short, so I'm gonna say it's a patient because it
Yeah.
was in a psych ward Reddit. So I'm assuming the guy was a patient. You're a worker. Workers should not have
You're not supposed to have a relationship with a patient.
at all.
I think it's wrong on a lot of levels.
Yes, but
I'm pretty sure.
that was a cleaning lady. It wasn't like staff. It's different.
She's staff. The
She
hospital.
is staff,
She would have been hired through a third party company.
but she was
Not
not
necessarily.
hired. She was not hired to suck.
There.
That's spare times. They can get breaks.
Like, okay, if you
But is it a paid break?
if she would have gotten caught, she would have definitely lost her job.
One would hope so.
100%.
One would hope so.
So he would have been like, "Can you not do that?" or put in like one-on-one CNC type situation. But she would have been fired.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
First of all, the cleaning lady, why was she alone with like a patient doing her job?
I was alone with the cleaning lady multiple times.
Really?
Because, yeah, no.
No, not in that way.
No, but I was because on our ward we have the same cleaning ladies. Like that's their ward. That's where they
Yeah.
clean. And I would often the nurses hated me. They hated me because I switch room a lot, and there was a bed close to the door because they always open the door at night with a flashlight, and then there's a door close at the end, like near the window, and I always wanted that bed. So when someone would leave and I had the room alone, I'm like, "Can I have that bed?" And then they would have to do a whole switch, and then I would, So the cleaning lady
patient.
was like telling me, "Oh, I was always taking the towels that were white because in my head, not towels, sorry, blanket. I would always take the white blanket because in my head it was the cleaner one." She's like, "Actually, no, take the one that has a yellowish tint to it." She said they're actually newer and they're thicker, and she was right. They are newer and they're thicker. So I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
girl."
The white ones are not always the cleanest. They're
Nope.
just the bleached the most.
Exactly. And she got me. She's like, "I got you, girl. Take these ones instead." And
That's what I always used to do.
It's
When I used to
always
get patients like warm blankets, I'd be like, take these ones, they're cleaner.
It's true. Yes, the white ones are thinner and more used and bleached. So the one that's more yellowy tint were better.
You'd think the yellow tint would not be good, but it is. It is.
It
So
is actually, yep.
keep that in your brains.
So I had time to talk to her. She'd ask how she cleaned my toilet because we have a room, and if I'm in the room and she knocks, she's like, "Can I clean your toilet?" I'm like, "Yeah," and the trash and everything. So yeah, we lots of alone time with cleaning ladies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If she's cleaning the toilet.
But like, did the cleaning ladies ever hit on you? Like, ever
Never.
offer you favors? Like, I'm just
Never.
asking because, like,
Never.
I want to know how that all started for that person. Like, did she approach the patient or did the patient approach her?
Probably the patient because psych ward patients, I keep saying it, they're horny.
So are cleaning ladies, apparently.
So are cleaning ladies. But like, yeah, we need more detail. Like, that was such a short story, but it was also like a roll my eye, like, of course that happened. Like,
right, I know.
like not even surprised anymore. I'm gonna be reading these like in the 10 episode from now and be like, "Yeah, that's normal." Like,
someone gave someone a BJ. Surprise.
Someone using their poop as a toy, adult toy. Not
Gross.
normal. Not normal. And I know she was in psychosis and all of that. I can sympathize with her.
Doesn't make it clean.
But can she not, like, if you leave a tampon in for too long, you can get shock, right?
Toxic shock syndrome.
Toxic shock syndrome. So,
but
your poop has so much bacteria.
Oh,
priorities,
dude.
Priorities.
I mean,
worst case, use your hand. I don't know.
Yeah, but the poop is ribbed for her pleasure.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I can't.
Then
I will never take a poop in my life the same again after reading this. Like,
no.
and then what you said about people no, people go to the store, like, go to an adult store, okay? Get you something safe, silicone preferably. Get you some cleaner, okay? They have all size, everything.
They have lots. There's
have
lots
lots.
there.
If you don't want to go in person, do it online. Oh my God, people, there's other options, okay?
Would the psych ward accept a
No.
But your poop isn't the only
next
option up
best
there.
thing?
No.
It's not feces.
Oh, no. Not.
I mean, you've got hands and fingers. If you must.
Exactly. If you absolutely have to, like, yeah. Any, like.
Just keep the poop out of your cooch.
Okay, there's a reason why our body disposes of it, okay? There's a reason. It has to come out. This story's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. I better get some views on this video, okay? Like, whew. Oh,
yeah.
God.
A lot.
It's a lot. I'm gonna bring up the second story.
Okay, so the second story. One of the places I worked had these conjoined courtyards that were shared by 2 units at a time. A tech from each unit was assigned to monitor the yard, and we would usually sit on a bench where we could see everything and just chat during yard time. So this patient from the other ward came over to sit with us, smelled gross. He had paranoid delusions, real tinfoil hat stuff. I said to him, "Hey, do you know the one place where the government can't watch you? The shower." To my amazement, it worked. He happily went to his unit to take a shower. 10 minutes later, this guy come running out of his ward and into the courtyard, butt naked and soapy, being chased by 2 other techs. I felt a little responsible for this, so I joined in the chase. He ran around the courtyard a few times before we chased him back into his unit, into his room. He jumped up on the bed and looked at us. Since it wasn't my patient, I let the other 2 techs take lead. The guy fainted left, then lunged right to try to jump on his roommate's bed. The 2 techs lunged after him and managed to get a hold of his sweaty arms. Did I mention he was so slick and sweaty that he had already literally slipped out of our hands a few times? And the whole group of them tripped their way onto his second bed together. The patient got turned face down and landed on the bed. One of the unfortunate techs slipped on the tile floor and landed nose in the patient's butt cheeks. I'll never forget that. Okay. Sweaty people gross me out to no.
I think we've come to the consensus that body fluids in general are gross.
Gross!
But he was sweaty and soapy and
naked.
We're missing part of the story. Like, I'm wondering what happened from him going in the shower. What happened that he walked out naked?
Well, yeah, they said he ran out, and why?
We're missing a little bit of information. But this chase reminds me of oh my God, what is the Looney Tune with the Roadrunner
and Wile E. Coyote?
This is when I was reading that is all I could picture. It's like they ran, tried to get him, and fell and slipped, and he was you couldn't grab him because he was sweaty and soapy. And we cannot forget the tech that landed his face in his butt.
The butt cheeks. No, that's traumatizing in and of itself, right there. Like, ugh.
Yes.
I mean, hopefully he got to clean his butt crack before he started freaking out and, running around naked.
I was going to say, he's probably hairy because he's a man, no offense, but most men are hairy, so you've got hair.
Even if you're hairy, you can be clean.
You can be clean, but you're still hairy, and that's nasty. No one likes the hairy butt.
But I will say, like, Steven, I do hope for the tech's sake that that's like something he cleaned at least.
I hope so.
Would you have to be tested if that happened?
I mean, I don't know what you would, maybe pink eye, I don't know.
I would be like, can you just give me all the tests?
Give me all the tests.
Because apparently he was really dirty, right? And that's why the other, I don't know if he was a tech, but like that was not his patient, but kind of use his delusions to make him take a shower.
As a general rule, I used to double glove and touch nothing.
That's a good idea.
If I could avoid touching, I would avoid touching because people are gross.
That's 100%. And
Yep.
I don't blame any healthcare worker if they had to, but sometimes in these situation,
Oh,
they don't
have
have
to.
time.
No.
Like you, sometime maybe you didn't, but if you're on a call and you're driving there, you're probably like, okay,
Yeah, and you double glove a lot too because those gloves break very, very easily. So, I mean, like I said, bodily fluids are nasty.
just in general bodily fluid. But yeah, all I can think of is Roadrunner. Just trying to see this picture in my head of this naked guy all soapy.
I can just see the legs like going like Scooby-Doo style.
Yes, yeah, like this sounds like a cartoon. Like we should make it a cartoon.
Oh my god, we should make it into a meme thing. Just...
Yes, yes.
This whole situation makes me think, like, did the nurse have, like, a mustache? Because when you're eating, say something, you're eating something and it gets stuck in your mustache, you can go throughout the whole day and smell that sauce on your mustache. Now imagine you have a piece of poop lodged inside your mustache and you're just stuck smelling his ass all day. That's what's really bothering me.
That's not where I thought that was going.
I'm so
Thank
glad I
you for
don't
that
have.
visual.
I'm so glad I don't have a mustache. I never even saw like. That's what's great of having someone else like, thoughts on things because I wouldn't even have thought of that. But that's
Me
true.
neither.
Like you eat a lot of spicy food, and it probably stays on
Yep.
you.
A lot of it stays. This is why I like men with coiffed facial hair if I'm going to, because I've seen a lot of nasty stuff in people's beards and it's gross.
Can you name one? I'm curious.
I've found a week-old piece of meat in a man's beard. Not even kidding. Not even kidding.
Did he not smell it?
That's why he called, because the smell, he couldn't figure it out. He thought he had an infection.
And you pull out a piece of meat?
Mm-hmm.
I guess being nose blinded isn't a thing anymore, I guess.
No, but he called because there was a smell.
Yeah, but usually when you stick around like an environment with a constant smell, you don't smell it anymore because you're used to it, right?
Yeah. And sorry.
So if he could smell it, imagine everyone else around him.
His partner could smell it too.
And did you smell?
I could smell it as soon as I walked in.
Oh my
It was
God.
putrid. It was putrid. Yeah.
And you were like, okay, you need to like,
Well, I asked him. I said to him, like, what? Because I originally thought he might have had like a bowel obstruction, and in that case, if it gets bad enough, you start burping up, and it smells like feces. It smells like rotten meat.
Yep.
So that was my first thoughts, like, was going into that, like, when was the last time you had a bowel movement, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh, I had some like steak or something for like a couple weeks. And I was like, well, let's stop right there. And then I looked at my partner and I was like, do you want to go through his beard or do you want me to?
Who got the play?
I was the younger medic at the time, so yeah, I got the
Let's go,
shit out of the
Bookie.
stick.
No,
Yeah, it was gross. It was gross. But she bought me supper after that. So
But yeah, that story was, we kind of strayed a little bit there, but it's
sorry.
still all fun. No, it's perfect. I thought it's still funny keeping it in because things like that happens. Like it happens. And this is like part of like Grippy Sock Talk for me. It's yes, I read stories, but I want to share some of our personal
Yeah.
stories in it, right? So that's what it's all about. But yeah, soapy man naked trying to catch him. I can't even imagine. I don't even know even if,
Towel, blanket, throw a blanket on them and
oh,
just hug them.
that's freaking smart.
I'm not just another pretty face.
Yeah, that's actually a very smart idea.
Blankets. I love the blankets that we used to carry on the trucks because they're great for restraints, like, soft restraints. Because sometimes you get patients who have some sort of episode and we don't have physical restraints on the trucks. And I don't always have a cop or, someone in the back with me. So blankets, towels, they come in wonderfully handy.
That's actually smart. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, if you're a paramedic or a nurse or whatever, you got a great idea here. If someone is soapy and slippery and running, grab a towel or a blanket
Yeah.
and just,
Yeah.
yeah. And if you can, grab gloves on the way.
Lots of gloves.
Lots of gloves. And maybe a face mask so you don't
Oh.
land in the butt cheeks.
Yeah, no. Butt cheeks. Ugh.
Anything.
Anything.
Oh my God. All right, so we're gonna dive into the darker story, and I typically don't do trigger warnings because if you're, you know, just. But anyway, this one I will kind of do a little trigger warning about SA. If you don't know what that is, pause the video, go to see what it means. If this is something that triggers you, probably not a good idea you read it or you listen to the video. And then I'll put down here, I guess, what time to skip the video to if you don't want to hear this. So I'll just bring that up. All right, so I did put the trigger warning up there. So I'm going to start the story, and this is a dark story. I've been in a few times, and some of them are decent, talking about psych wards. But one I went to really was horrendous. One guy decided to masturbate openly, and when a tech tried to call security, he wouldn't stop nor would he leave the area. This idiot decided that masturbation wasn't enough, so he proceeded to use his size to hold down the tech, which was a female, and rape her right in front of all the other patients. Due to segmented and categorized levels based on violent tendencies, high versus low risk, the elevators for security staff took over 5 minutes. At the time, I was male, 31, and around 220 pounds. So in an effort to try to get him to stop, I was the only one that did attempt to stop, and for no reason given, that was the only tech in the ward I was in. I started punching him repeatedly in the back of the head and trying to pull him off. I didn't see the security personnel that came, but I know I woke up after finding myself had been knocked out for an hour as the security thought I was the perp and decided to club me in the back of the head. The dude that the tech took a large apple-sized chunk of flesh out of one of the guards' arm. 2 days later, the ward was shut down, people were rerouted to other hospital wards, and a major audit was done. Apparently, this guy was classified as super dangerous, and due to lack of staffing, hospital refused to meet legal requirement of staffing levels to pocket/save money. They put an extremely dangerous individual, read active offender, in with a low-risk patient population. The guy was there for only 3 days before he did this, and from what I found out before he was taken there, he was brought in originally for a double homicide. But due to saying he would others/himself, they sent him to a psych ward first. This,
I don't like it.
This is an absolute. I got goosebumps.
My stomach hurts. I
Like
don't like it.
I don't like this at
Why
all.
was he not in a place alone? Why was he not, what is it called? What is it? CNC?
CNC one-on-one
One-on-one.
jail. Why was he not
Why
in?
was it, well, yes, let's start with that.
Why was he not? He was in for double homicide,
And then he
but was put in
essayed
a.
this poor person.
We're definitely gonna touch on. I'm assuming the tech was a woman. It doesn't specify, but I'm assuming it was a woman, and it took 5 minutes for security to get there. So she was for 5 minutes.
Okay, so answer me this. Psych wards are locked down, correct?
Yes.
Like, you have
Yes.
to have, like, if, like,
There's a
a
key
card
card.
to get it. A key
Yes.
card. Thank you. Okay, so when these security officers could finally get up there after, like, why is it taking them 5 minutes? Why is the elevators taking 5 minutes?
I mean,
That's my question.
You still need to keep in mind that psych ward for low-level security risks.
Touche.
So
Touche.
how
Right.
they're gonna build their
No, you're right.
situations and how they're gonna manage them is all
You're right.
around
No,
how,
100%. I
like,
totally.
which
Yeah.
like inmate or patient they're taking in, right?
Right.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
So because it wasn't a high risk, there's no security there. The person who royally, sorry, is whoever put that person in that unit.
Yes.
There are psych or in jail, there are some psych wards or psych.
There are,
I
yes,
don't
there
know
are.
what they're called, but there are places for people with mental illness, and that's where he should have been.
Yes, he should have been behind bars in that
Yes.
department of the prison. Period. End of
It's
story.
solitary confinement because he
Forever.
was threatening to hurt others and himself. And they said, "Oh well, because you're threatening to hurt yourself, we're gonna put you in a No, he did a
No.
double homicide
Double.
too,
Two.
and was a offender. Who?
Hang him by his and beat him like a piñata. Straight up.
That's it. That's it. We need to.
You want to hurt other people, then you deserve to be hung by your tongue and beat like a piñata.
We need to bring back public lynching.
Yes. For people like that. 100%.
I would watch.
You want to be an offender? You want to hurt women and children and other men? Then you deserve everything that's coming at you.
100%.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
I have zero patience for those people.
Zero sympathy, zero patience. I don't care. I
don't.
do not care. They often pretend they have a mental issue just to be put in a psych ward instead of jail. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what he did. I'm sure he played them very, very well.
Oh, well,
And
he's obviously good at it.
Yes, and then why? And even in a low risk population, I don't know how many people were there, but why was there only one person?
Well, yeah, isn't it like a certain number to one person, like in a daycare or something? Am I wrong? No.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, like daycare. You have to be. Yeah.
But okay, and that's all fine and dandy. But here's the thing: if they've got a patient like this person who is a high risk offender in a low risk offender place,
Yep.
they should at least have another tech to watch that person alone. If you're gonna put him with low risk offenders and he's a high risk offender, give him a worker so they have one-on-one in that area at least.
Yep. When I was in, I don't remember what they're called. I'll try to remember the name, but there was obviously our nurses, and each nurse had about 6-7 patients each. Where
Okay.
if I had for the day had to go, like I had question, wanted Ativan, wanted something, I would go to that nurse. Every day I would look and be like, oh, she's my nurse today. Oh,
Okay.
he's my nurse today. But there was a woman who was a danger to herself and others. I think she actually punched someone. She was a danger to others and herself, but she couldn't tolerate I don't know. She had a security that was hired from the outside.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the company, but his job was literally to sit or stand at her bedroom door. Like she wasn't allowed, well, she was allowed to leave her room, but if she did, he followed her, like to the
Um,
fridge and back.
yeah.
And she did end up in CNC because she did punch someone. I don't know what happened, but yeah, she would try to hurt herself or others. So the security guard was there for her
Yeah,
specifically.
I do know that I have seen patients down in Emerge who had that situation. They had to have someone hired to come and watch them because we didn't have enough security on staff to do the one-on-one thing. So they would have to hire an outside company to
Yeah.
come in and sit with a patient if needed. So
Yes.
yeah.
And clearly, this is what should have happened here. And again, I don't even have information if this was Canada, the States, Europe.
Yeah.
I have no, but whoever did this
Yeah.
royally up and up that worker's life.
Oh, trauma.
And also, the guy the guy who was telling the story was the one that stepped up. He got knocked out for an hour.
I hope that
The security
I hope
guys
the
come up to a
person-
situation they don't really know what's going on, right?
I know.
No,
so
and that's
they're just
fair.
swinging.
That's
Yep.
100%
Yes.
fair. But
100%
I
fair.
hope that he was apologized to in the aftermath.
I hope so, but like from him, I guess he did stay on track for everything because like 2 days later, everything was shut down and
Yeah.
audited. So I'm assuming it should be a country like Canada or US or Britain, or if it was closed down and you know
Yeah.
everyone was rerouted to different hospital after that. But that is, I got shivers. Like I'm just like, I'm a small girl, okay? I'm not that big or tall, but if I saw that, I would take anything and try to get that man off
Yeah.
of whoever. So I don't know how many other people were there, but I feel bad that only at least someone stepped up and tried.
And that's the thing. Like,
So props to him for
my stomach hurts from that story.
Yep. Yeah. It's that's why I put a trigger warning because
Yeah.
it's a lot.
That one was a lot.
It's a lot. And
That was
it's
heavy.
so many messed up things that happen, just like one after another, like just like
Well, I hope that that poor survivor got the help that they needed afterwards. Got all the help that they needed. And I hope whoever put that patient in that ward got fired.
He probably did.
I hope
Oh,
so.
if the hospital was shut down for being audited, whoever's in charge, gone and maybe charged. And I hope if the person was in the States, because therapy's not free.
No.
Seeing a psychiatrist is not free. So I hope the hospital was held responsible to help that poor lady.
I would
I'm
hope
assuming
so.
lady, but it could be a man. But
I mean, yeah. You never know. That's the thing.
yeah, it just says tech, so I can't.
Yeah.
And men can be.
Absolutely. 1000%.
So I just hope that they did get. I hope they sued the hospital.
Yeah.
I hope they're doing better, and I hope
too.
that the guy who did that is in jail
Forever.
forever, locked up. And I hope the guy telling the story is also okay, because I can only imagine seeing something like that and trying to help someone and feeling so helpless, even though he's punching, the guy wouldn't stop. He's crazy.
God, that's so, and I mean, like you said, kudos to this person for stepping in, because that takes balls. Like that takes a lot for someone to step into a situation like that, for sure.
Yep.
So I hope everyone involved gets the help that they need.
Yep. But the one that did the
Oh, I hope he dies a slow and painful death.
yes, 100%. I hope he's with the people, his kind of people.
I hope he has the
Okay.
day he deserves.
I hope he has the day he deserves. Be with your own people and
Yeah.
be treated the way you treat other people.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't even care what mental health issues you have, okay?
None.
I'm very
You're stupid.
sympathetic. I'm very sympathetic for people with mental health issues, but you'll never have sympathy from me.
Never.
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 Never
Nope.
for something like this.
Never.
but that's why I had to put a warning, because it's a heavy story, and most women actually every woman that I know in my life has been in a way assaulted. Okay.
Yes.
And it's the fact, like every woman I know, and I'm not just saying that because like, oh, poor woman. It's from my experience. Even if it's just a slap on the bum from a coworker, to the extreme, something happened to every woman that I know. Okay.
Yes.
So I know it can be triggering, but that's why I still want to talk about these stories, because it happens.
Yes, and they do need to be talked about. It's not stuff we need to sweep under the rugs, because it's not okay.
Nope, it's not. This is one story I don't need more information on, because I would not want the victim to be identified. I don't want the who tried to protect her or him to be identified. The only ugly one that I want identified and people can hate on is the one who did the crime.
Yeah. Name shame that.
Absolutely shame that person. And he'll never see this video, but just in case. Okay. Just in case.
That's right.
But no, he should be locked up, so I don't think he'll ever see this video.
No.
But that was a very heavy story. So we'll move on to the fort story.
Okay, so I've spent 2.5 years of my 30 years of life in a psych ward. I've seen everything. I'd say the craziest, though, was saw a dude knock out a guy for reading his thoughts without consent. Oh. Then go Hulk strength and rip the bolted down plastic picnic table off the ground. They're also really heavy and full of sand. And drag it over to the knocked out guy and slam it into his head. I'll never forget the sound his head made when it burst. It's also the only time I've seen guards break out the Thorazine gun. They shot him 3 times, and it still took 5 big guys to take him down.
Yeah. So I think I know what picnic table they're talking about. It's like the plastic filled with
legs.
Sand,
yeah.
And it's bolted, usually in cement.
Yes. That's exactly what I pictured.
So
that's so he picked that up and smashed this guy's head?
Yes, it resulted in a death of another patient.
That's some strength, man. I mean, we've talked about Hulk strength before, and we've talked about it being insane. That's
next level.
Those things are, well, first of all, they're heavy, but it's bolted. It's bolted. My brain is really like, I don't understand what's happening.
So for some reason, it also happens like from police officer's perspective when like someone is high on meth or having a psychotic breakdown. Like for some reason, like you see, say, cops, right? And like they get laughed at because, oh, this little girl needs like 4 cops to pin her down. People don't know, like,
no,
the human body is
insane.
crazy. When you go into a psychosis or a mental breakdown, your body can sometimes feel like it's unstoppable. There is a reason why also cops mac dump on perpetrators because they don't know them. They don't know if they're high on meth or fentanyl or what that. They'll take a couple shots and not go down. So all they do is boom, 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 boom.
It's true.
Yep.
I watched a guy get tased 5 times and not go down.
Yes, and that's mainly drugs, like meth, PCP, or a psychotic breakdown, quite literally. Taser, people are always so quick to be like, why don't they use their tasers? It doesn't, and sometimes it fails. Even on a normal person, if it doesn't attach to you properly, it fails. And if the person's running at you, what's your option? Okay, and then there's people shoot their legs, shoot their arms. Have you ever tried that? Okay,
Not only
I would
that,
like.
it's not only a question of shooting their leg because it's moving and it's hard. There is the femoral artery that goes down your leg. If you shoot that artery, it's death within seconds. That's why they don't.
Yep.
The easiest target
Got a
is the
brachial artery
chest.
up here too for that.
Mm-hmm.
They usually aim at the chest. It's the
Always.
It's a shitty thing, but yeah.
It is a reality. They have a family to go back to. They have people to go back to, and that is their defense.
and
Okay?
when it comes to the taser, I think it's only effective like 50% of the time.
Yes.
It's a gamble.
It is only. It's a gamble.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And if those prongs don't stick, there's nothing happening.
Nothing. And if
So-
you're high on certain drugs, also nothing.
You
happens.
laugh in the face of the person
Yes.
tasing you. So.
Yes, you do. So yeah, like people don't realize, but that's a good point to bring in. Like again, off topic, but also a good information to put out.
But this patient physically picked up one of these tables, carried it,
And
and
I don't even like to say these words, but like
but not just dropped it, but physically like
crush
picked it up
someone's-
again,
yes.
and then like that's a lot.
and even the writer who saw all of this, thankfully he's alive because
Well, yeah.
but I sympathy for the person who, like, he or she, the person who passed due to this incident, didn't even do anything wrong because the perpetrator said they were reading their mind without consent. So that person didn't even do anything. So like my sympathy goes to the family because this is like an unfortunate situation, and I'm wondering, is it another situation where they knew this person was violent and just let them roam with?
See, and this is the ongoing question. Like, I know that there are places where there's not a lot of like room, but there's got to be something. These patients are being put in with these non-violent offenders, and then they're being brutally like.
Yep.
And I know that's not always the case, but
But it does happen.
Yeah.
And our healthcare system is not good. It is not. We don't have enough rooms in the hospital. We don't have enough resources. We don't have enough anything
we don't have enough anything.
at all. Like, and I can speak for Canada and the US for sure, because I have a lot of US people in my podcast, and it's the same.
Yeah.
Even though they have to pay for it, that's like an extra
Yeah.
slap in the face.
Exactly.
But it's just as bad. The wait time, everything, beds.
Yeah, the bed situation is just atrocious.
It's absolutely atrocious. And like hospitals closing down, you're like, why is that hospital closing down? Like,
Right.
we need,
Because there's just not enough staff.
yeah, and they're not paid enough. Because why
No.
would anyone go into these profession if they're not paid enough? Like,
Exactly. And as
So-
much as I loved my job, people ask me, and I'm like, don't do it. Unless you legit just. That's not the right thing. I shouldn't have said that. It's do it. It's a great career, but you don't get paid enough for the stuff you see, the stuff you're put
trauma.
through. And there's not enough resources to help you afterwards. Trust me on this one. There's not. So.
And it's sad. It's sad because you've seen a lot in your 10 years, which
I lost a lot of friends.
yeah, and almost resulted to you ending your own life.
Yes, exactly. And there isn't help not readily available for people that need it.
Yeah, and Stephen, like I'm sure he can probably relate to that too, being military and seeing some of his buddies that should get help and they don't.
Yep.
And
There is a
it's-
big stigma about, especially in men, when it comes to mental health, where we're told, just soldier on,
Yeah.
lift your head up high. You'll get over this. Don't go seek out help. It's gonna slow down your career progression. Like,
Let's normalize men getting help.
Please.
there's a lot of people that don't seek the help because they don't want to be seen as weak.
Yep.
And also they're afraid to speak up because they could lose their job, because if they're not stable enough, or progression, like he says, and that goes for cop, that could probably go for paramedic too. If you're
Yeah.
starting to talk about how you're feeling and, you know, saying, you know, I'm having SI.
Yeah.
If you don't know what SI is, you can Google it. But that could be like, okay, well, maybe you're not meant for this job to buy. Instead of being like, okay, take a break, go get help. We'll figure it out. And if it's not for you anymore, it's not for you anymore. And if you're back and you're good, then good. But no, but men especially, and I think mental health awareness for men was June. I still don't even see enough posts. Like
No.
any other awareness months, you see it everywhere, okay?
Yeah.
But men, I think I saw like 2-3 posts, and I'm like, come
Yeah,
on,
I don't.
dudes.
Yeah.
Like, talk to someone, anyone.
But like
Okay.
recently, I've been talking to a guy at work, and he's got some injuries, and he's on a temporary category, and it's really affecting him. And it's affecting him mentally, where he's like, I don't want the pain. Like, he wants to go back to like normal, and he
Yeah.
feels like the medical system is not really taking care of him, or they're not taking him seriously, and it's really affecting him, and he's not right, like, right now.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It
So
is, and
I like the best thing I can do really is just, you know, talk to him, give him some
Be
advice.
there.
There's
Yeah.
the military does have programs for mental health. Like, we've used it. We've used it for Stephanie, but then again, nothing is perfect.
No.
We went through it, and we were pretty, how should I say it, discouraged of the result that we had.
I can second that for my
Yeah.
own personal experience.
Mhm.
I was also extremely discouraged when I reached out and was pretty much shunned.
Yeah.
You were shunned by your like coworkers.
Some, not all.
This needs to be talked about, and this is what
It's
this channel is all about.
it's hard, and I will get into it more probably
Mhm.
in later episodes, but
Mhm.
it's still really, it's raw a little bit, even 10 years later. But it isn't easy, and it isn't easy to talk about, you know, as someone as a first responder, you're expected to be tough, and, you know, like, to be able to leave your job at home or at work, you know, and go home and pretend nothing happened. It doesn't work that way. And your friend is struggling, and it's not easy, but be there for him. That's all you can do.
Oh yeah.
I feel like crying right now.
I
Like,
am struggling really hard not
I
to cry,
know,
so
I know. And I feel for you, your pain, because I know more, but I'm not sharing. It's your story to share. And again, like what Steven just said, he literally told me today. So this is fresh, and I'm like,
sorry, you guys.
it's, I don't know him. I don't think I know him, right? He didn't
No,
tell me
you
his
don't.
name, obviously. But
Everything is
so
broken.
everything is
Every
broken.
system is broken, and it's tearing us down one by
Yep.
one, really, if you think about it.
Yep. And the ones that needed the most, the one that are most vulnerable to this, in my opinion, is first responders, military, and veterans. Obviously, it can happen to anyone. Okay, I'm not
Yes.
saying, you know, like, but these are the people who are exposed to the most traumatic thing you could ever imagine in your life. And they should be the ones to get the help first, and support within each other. That whole culture, like, of like, even you with your coworkers, like,
We used to say that we
ugh,
eat our young.
yeah.
You know, the baby medics would come and eat you up, spit you out. If you survived, you were in. If not, see you later.
Wow.
It's disgusting, but it is. That's the way we used to see it.
I don't know if
That,
it's the same way in like in your field of work, but in the Army, there's a lot of trauma bonding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
exactly what it is for us
what
as well.
happens is you live a traumatic event, and like you talk to your buddies and then you end up laughing about it at some points.
And you drank about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the legions now is all crumbling. We all know that.
Yeah.
But the older generation of veteran, what did they do? They went to Legion, drank,
Oh, we used to call
drank
ourselves
and
functional
cried.
alcoholics.
Yes, they drank, cried. They didn't go see outside help, but that's crumbling. Legions are closing here, left and right. No one's going to legions anymore.
No.
But they at least had that. Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing to go drink your face off, but they could do it. They would go there and cry and drink.
Well, yeah. And it's easier too to talk to somebody about it who has experienced something similar. So the trauma bonding is kind of it's inevitable, really.
Yeah.
Because yes, I have a great therapist who, I love talking to, but at the same time, to have someone who's experienced something similar or something with me, I'm going to want to talk to them first.
Yes, because they
It's-
get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like therapists can say that they get it and they can research and do all the readings and they can get it, but you never get it unless you've been there or experienced
Exactly.
something.
You can have sympathy. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy, because like sympathy, you feel bad for them, but empathy is like you feel with them.
You feel, yes, exactly.
So
Exactly.
I think that's what's, we
Yep.
need more like we need more funding to have communities where, maybe first responders can get together and do, I don't know, talk about health, like make an event or something.
They'll never do it. They're too proud.
That's the same for Army.
Yeah. And there's
I mean,
also
It sucks.
the whole aspect of compassion fatigue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
at some point, people in the middle community, or first response or military, they need what I think they would need is time off to decompress. Like we in the military, we do have that. Say we go on deployment, we have a certain amount of time before deployment and a certain amount of time off after deployment where we can just decompress and all that stuff. But in the civvy side, cop is, he clocks in, does the work, clocks out.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
You don't get time to decompress.
No.
You don't.
Unless you go
They
on mat
actually
leave.
they need, because then they just show up to work in their drones. They don't have compassion. They don't care. And
You dissociate.
performance just goes down.
I was told before I left my old job, I was told that the fire inside of me had finally gone out. And that
Someone said,
broke me because I was very passionate about my job and I really loved my job. And the calls that I endured at the last year and a half, took my soul. I fully believe. My son brought it back, thankfully, but it's not an easy job. And to hear that someone say that to me after knowing me for 10 years, that the fire's finally left me, that broke me. That broke me.
that's not the right words at all.
No.
Like,
No. But my passion was gone. My love was gone. My compassion,
You
I
didn't have
loved
a
my
break.
job until I didn't. I broke.
you broke.
I broke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm sure there's a lot out there that are experiencing the same thing as you, that you did and still do, because that will follow you forever.
It never goes away. But you're not alone.
Nope, you're not alone at all. You're not. Thank you, Jen, for being so vulnerable. We need to
course.
see this. We need to see this.
Yeah.
Even as someone who's not first responder, not military, not any of these, like, we need to see it. We need to hear it. And I hope if you're a first responder and you see it, don't be afraid to speak
Nope.
up.
I was afraid for too long.
Yep. And if your coworker starts acting different, then they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Talk to. I'm sure it's not all of them, but
No. Not bad.
oh, this is so heart wrenching to me. Like,
Heavy.
to hear all of this. Yeah, it's heavy, but it's so necessary.
Yes, very much.
Necessary. Like, I like to have this as a comedic part for some of it, but I want That's why I brought him the dark, the raw, the sad,
Yeah.
because it's not all funny, okay?
No.
It's not all funny, and
No.
there's a lot of there are also some success, stories too,
Yeah.
that we're proof that we're success right
Well,
here.
yeah. And it's like
We're
I said, if my story can help just one person, then I've done something right.
Yep. I'm sure you've helped me, and I'm not even a first responder. And just hearing you, it just gives me this bigger. Like, I think the next paramedic, I'll be like, "Can I hug you?" And they might say no. Okay.
No,
Right.
you creep.
Like,
I would hug you. I was a hugger. I loved it.
so
I loved it.
I'll ask. I'm not gonna just like
Wrap your arms around them.
just jump. But like, I swear to God,
You might
like,
get thrown on the floor.
I don't think I can do that to a cop because like they have weapons on them and like they don't know if I'm.
They
gonna
will
grab.
take you down for sure. A paramedic's probably like, okay, and just hugs you back. A cop is like,
And that's one way to end up in the hospital again.
yeah, that's one way to go.
And we haven't touched firefighters, but I would love to have a firefighter as a guest actually, because I have Army, even cop.
Yeah,
Would like to have other first responders as guests, because it's the same but different.
yeah.
Because firefighters see a lot of traumatic stuff.
Firefighters are some of the strongest first responders I've known. They go in when everyone else is coming out, and
Yep.
that takes a special person as well. I have
Yep.
the utmost respect for firefighters, except for the fact that they always used to beat us to the scene. But I'll let it go. No, but they're strong, and they also struggle.
They 100, like they even risk their life for pets.
I know.
Okay, they literally, if you say there's a dog, there's a cat, there's a hamster, like they will go.
They'll
back
go.
in.
I
And
know.
I think some places they actually are trained to. I've seen videos of firefighters putting a breathing,
Yeah.
for dogs or cats that like were intoxicated with like the smoke.
They got those on the trucks around us a couple years before I left, I believe, for animals, like little oxygen masks for cats and dogs.
That's so amazing.
Yeah,
Like
it's awesome.
they risk their life for people and animals and
Yeah, they do.
yeah. So I would love to have a firefighter or even a cop or even another paramedic, like
I can reach out to a
military
couple people.
veteran person like me who was in the psych ward. Like, yeah.
I know a lot of those too.
But I don't know for like, I have a soft spot for like first responders and military and veteran. I don't know. There's something
They're
in me and
they're
that's why I
special.
did Wounded Warrior Canada Atlantic Gala 2 years in a row. I was
I
in the
love
committee.
that.
I was like Kate is the one who was in charge of the whole event, but I was like her second hand. Like I
That's
stayed
awesome.
and I would go to her house till 2, 3 in the morning, working on going to businesses, making posts, and
Oh,
it was.
amazing.
I wish she didn't move because if she didn't move, this would still be going. But she moved to Quebec, and
Ugh.
I'm not the person to take over because like it's a lot. Okay, I would do it, but I need someone to take the lead.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be second. Okay, I'll be
You're like
second.
me. I need detailed instructions.
Yes, I'll be
Step by
second.
step.
I'll help you. I would love that to do that again, but I need someone to take the lead. I can't do it. It's gonna be too much for me
Yeah,
to create
I
a
would
big
get
event.
overwhelmed.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, that was really, really good, but very necessary. Video will be
Yes.
longer and that's okay. I'm keeping it because people need to hear it.
They do.
And if it made you cry, I'm sorry, but not because that's just your emotion flowing, and it's good. It's showing that cry, just scream if you have to. Reach out to anyone, okay?
Yes.
There's people rooting for you.
You
Always.
got people in your corner.
Yes. So now I'm gonna pull a video from one of our favorite creator, Jack Svets. He's hilarious. So we'll end the video on a, warmer tone here. So I'm just gonna pull that up. All right. So this is gonna be a video from Jack Svets, and follow him because he's hilarious.
Hi there, Jack here. Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Psych Ward, where something happens to me at the Psych Ward and I tell you about it. Guys, lately I just feel like I have not been able to catch a break at this job, no matter what I did. I've been assaulted multiple times. I've had a lot of tough things happen to me at this job, and I just can't seem to catch a break. And one of the psychiatrists kind of saw me start to break down. She's seen me trend downwards a little bit over the past few weeks, and so she brought in an airhead for me. And for those of you that know me really well, you know that I love airheads. I absolutely love them. I love candy and I love airheads. And so I was like, man, I'm finally catching a break. And if you thought I was also catching a break from this story, well, let me tell you, you are dead wrong. You're dead wrong. Because as soon as I put that airhead in my mouth, that puppy popped out at work. It's the middle of the day. It's 1 p.m. And I don't look like I should be giving you psychiatric medications. Like now, I should be asking you a riddle to cross the bridge that I now inhabit. But yeah, now I have an emergency dentist appointment that starts in 5 minutes. I can't seem to catch a break. Does anybody know how to send good vibes my way so I can catch a break? This is crazy. At work. The crazy thing is I had a dentist appointment yesterday. This couldn't have happened 2 days ago? Are you kidding me? What is going on? What is this? So much better with it in.
That poor man, he can't catch a break.
It almost fit in with what we were just talking about, like
Yeah.
healthcare worker, like he's down, and the psychiatrist trying to be nice gave him an airhead candy.
That
Is
poor
that the
man.
life of like anyone in the medical field?
Sometimes.
That's the life in like any first response and military. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That poor man. I can't even imagine. That's not good.
I know. It's like he's making it funny, but I'm having like it's funny the way he says it, but like I'm at the same time I'm like
I can see his eyes are like he's depleted, man. He's just like so sad right now.
he's he's like send positive.
Send him wine. Someone send him wine.
Wine, weed, I don't know.
Send him something to make him feel good because he needs something.
Oh my God, that poor guy.
Lice and now his tooth.
Yes.
Like,
but I can relate to him because I did chip my tooth in the psych ward.
you did?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Remember when I ate the flour, the shower floor?
Oh my gosh, that's you. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm there with you, Jack. I ate the floor though.
I got
You ate
headbutted
your
by a
head?
patient and ended up with a black eye that I didn't know about, and people were staring at me, and I was like, why is everyone staring at me? And I looked and I had a black eye. Yeah.
Did it not hurt?
Well, it happened like a couple hours before, and I was like, oh, it hurt, but I had sunglasses on, so I didn't really think anything of it. And then I was on a bunch of calls and people were staring at me, and I was like, why is everyone looking at me? And I looked in the mirror and I have this massive black eye.
Did your partner not like?
My partner wasn't the smartest person.
Aww.
She was pretty, that's all. Kidding. I'm kidding. No, they didn't
Don't
notice
go
it
for
because
her,
I wore
don't.
sunglasses until
Yeah.
so yeah.
Oh my God.
So I mean, I get the accidental like tooth chipping and face hitting, but like that poor guy.
I know. He looks like he was so happy to get his airhead. People, if he has a P.O. box, send him airheads.
Yeah, really send him something.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that poor man.
Yeah, that poor guy. But he makes everything like his hell into like comedy. It kind of like what we are doing too. Like,
Yeah.
falling. It wasn't fun falling in the shower, but I laugh about it now.
You got a funny story out of it.
Right, I got a funny. I mean, who can say they spent New Year's Eve with a chipped tooth in the psych ward? Also, funny thing because of he was Sorry. He was commenting on how he looked like a troll.
The
right?
troll. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you. I was when it was chipped, I was crying, and it wasn't that bad now that I look back at it. But at the moment, I thought I feel even bad saying this, but I thought like I looked like a crackhead. Okay, so I was crying, and there was this girl who was doing meth. But not in the psych ward, but actually she got caught on the pass coming back high. But
Surprise.
so I'm crying in front of her, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I show her, and I'm like, "I'm crying," and then it just came out, and I'm like, I look like a crackhead. And this woman looks me in the eye, okay? Looks me in the eye and says, "Oh, honey, you're too big to be a crackhead." You're too
Excuse the
fat.
fuck right out of me?
You're too fat to be a crackhead.
I would have punched her in the face and made her lose the rest of her teeth.
I just cried more because now I'm fat and look like a crackhead. Yes. Like, she was not all there, but I was not expecting her to.
No, you don't expect that. I'm fat and I look like
Woo! So I guess, yeah, I'm too chunky to look like a crackhead.
I mean,
one
that's-
way to comfort someone.
right? How do you take? Thank you? Question mark. I don't really know.
I just cried more. I just cried more.
Cry more.
Like, what do you want me to do? Like, okay.
Yeah, my fat. That's
Oh,
the best.
you don't look like a crackhead because you're too fat to be. Oh, okay. Whatever. Okay. But the things you get in the psych ward are, yeah.
Oh my god, that's the best thing I've heard
Oh my
forever.
God, I know.
That was awesome. Thank you.
And I'm not like
No.
not or like
No.
tiny, but I'm also not.
Nobody needs to be
Obese.
tiny.
I'm not
No.
obese. Like, I'm not fat.
No, you're beautiful. Like God. Jesus. I just. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, be careful who you try to get comfort from because you might not get.
Crackhead's gonna tell you you're too fat.
Yes. Too fat to look like a crackhead. Okay.
Oh, honey, you don't look like me. You're too fat.
Yes, right? But she wasn't, though. Like, she was actually bigger than me.
Slap her. Like, come on.
I know.
That's why I hate people.
Right. So I'll finish the episode with a meme. This one's for you, Steve. Mom saw my Cannibal Corpse album, sent me to the psych ward. Okay. I didn't show him this before. I did not show him. So, to catch you on, Jen, he's like a fan of Cannibal Corpse. I love metal, okay? I do. I don't like death metal, like Cannibal Corpse, because they sound like they're burping the whole time, okay?
It's not as bad as it's not as bad as pig squealers.
What?
Oh.
Yes, there is a type of metal where it's just pig squealing.
No.
Yes.
No, I hate this. I hate it. I
Send
hate
them
it. I
to
hate
the
it.
psych ward too. Send them to the psych ward too.
All of them gone. Goodbye. No, I don't like that. That makes my ears bleed. I don't like it.
Like, I like Slipknot because you can actually understand what they say.
Yeah, my wife
I-
likes these things too,
Yes,
but
I
I don't
love,
like death metal.
I like Rammstein. I can't understand because they're speaking their language, but I still like
Yeah.
them. But you can still, it's not just screaming. It's,
Right.
Pigs. Send them all to the psych ward.
I hate that. I hate that idea. Why would you put that in my brain?
But have you ever seen the album
Oh, no.
cover of Cannibal Corpse?
I've never heard of Cannibal Corpse.
Okay,
so.
do you want to know a name of one of their songs? And then I'm going to have to bleep it.
Okay.
Blunt force castration.
Born in a Casket.
Why? But why?
That's some of their songs. Just
A skull
Give you-
full of maggots.
A skull full of maggots. I've
Yeah.
seen one of those.
You want some fun facts about Cannibal Corpse?
Did you not hear what
Yes.
she said?
What?
Skull
She
full of
saw
maggots.
one of those.
A skull full of maggots? Yeah, I believe it. A crime scene where a corpse was laying around for quite a bit of
Wow.
time would, I believe it.
Yeah.
But
My
yeah,
dad was on that call.
you want some fun
Oh.
facts about Cannibal Corpse?
Sure.
The lead singer
Mm.
is squeamish. He does not like
Really?
the sight of blood. But he sings
He
about
sees
it all the
blood.
time.
He sees blood, he
Interesting.
passes out.
Yeah. Does not like blood.
Interesting.
The album covers, very graphic, hand drawn by all the albums are all hand drawn by the same artist.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Interesting.
actually.
Interesting.
But I
Yeah.
don't like their music. And no, don't come at me, okay? If you like,
Yeah, don't come at me.
don't come at me. If you love them, yeah, my husband does too, and I still love him. Okay, don't
I got
come
one
for
more
me.
fact. One more fact.
Oh,
Oh,
Do you know who made them famous?
you.
Oh,
Jim Carrey.
yeah. He was in a movie. The Cannibal Corpse was in a movie that Jim Carrey was the main actor, and they were acting in behind the scene of a
Ace Ventura.
yes,
Get out.
Yeah.
yes.
When he
Huh.
goes to see, I think they're looking for a dolphin or something. I don't know. So he goes to this underground club where Cannibal Corpse are performing, and he goes to the group and is like,
Amazing.
"Do you know where I can find so and so?" And I think the lead guitarist is just like, "Okay." But yeah, they were supposed to give it to another band, but they declined because they thought it would make them look less serious. But
No way.
Cannibal Corpse was like, "Sure, we'll do it," and
We don't care.
like that, they became famous.
Yeah,
Amazing.
they're super famous. Again,
Cool.
I like I can't defend myself here. I just don't. They're probably good people, okay? It's the screaming for me, like they're. It's
I don't
almost
like that
they're
either.
Burping the whole time, and I can't make up what they're saying.
No, I don't like that either. No.
Again, if you love them, don't come for us, okay?
No.
Don't
No.
don't come for us. You're allowed
I
to.
don't care.
Okay. Some people don't like country. That's
Oh.
okay. Some people don't. We all have our own taste. I don't even have a taste in music. I just like what I like. If it's a vibe for me, I vibe with it. I
Word.
listen to sea shanty,
Uh-huh.
and I love it.
I mean, if I like the song, I like the song.
Yes,
I don't-
R&B, rap,
Yeah, 100%.
Everything.
Just
A-
not
anything.
death metal. I
not
can't.
that.
Or country. This new country, get it out of my face.
You're like,
No.
You don't like
that's
Beyonce's new album?
no.
Zip it. We're not talking about Beyonce's new country album because gross. But I personally,
Country.
I don't.
I'm sorry. To me, she's not a country. She had her moment of fame. She was very famous. I don't know why she had to go for
She still
another
is.
genre. She was fine. I don't know what. Ugh,
I don't.
I can't even.
You make too much money. Just shut up.
Just stop. Just live your
Stop.
life. You're a billionaire with Jay-Z. I think they're a billionaire. I'm pretty sure.
Gajillion, gazillionaires, I'm sure.
Oh my God! Stop.
Oh, anyway,
That's our little rant. That's
You make too much money.
too much money. Oh my God. Well, if you stuck through the end of this video, thank you. It was a roller coaster, but it was great. We talked, we laughed, we talked, we cried, all normal things.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to ever reach out to anyone. Try to find a good buddy. Sometimes therapists are good, but like Jen said, sometimes you want to relate to the person. If you have a story to share, just write it in the comments. I'll definitely be looking out for these. But thank you, Stephen, for being our guest
You're welcome.
this week. second episode as co-host. So happy to have you.
Yay, I'm happy to be here.
And you're the best co-host. Like, I couldn't have asked better, okay?
You're the best co-host.
Yay. I'm so happy to have you. And yeah, if you have friends.
I don't have friends, but I have people I know.
What am I to you?
No, you are a friend. I don't have friends from back then.
You said I was your people now.
You are my people.
That's it.
Sorry about
And
your
so are
luck.
you.
You're stuck with me. You too, dude.
So is Steven.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to be a guest, let us know, me or Jen. Or on any of our social media, we'll reply to you.
Yep.
If you have stories, also, if you want to be private for your stories, we can do that. It doesn't have to show your name.
Oh, yeah, no.
It doesn't have to be publicly named. You know, I'd actually prefer not to name if you want to share just a story. But yeah, just do all the things and follow my social medias. I post short clips on all social medias you can think of. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.